It's 6 years later, the millennium, the year 2000, which means there's fireworks everywhere, celebration, progression, reflection, there's life, there's love, there's loss and time and movement because life just keeps happening. Things just keep going. Everything happens for a reason, so something just happens. So Jamal walks into a hospital out in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. What the fuck you doing all the way over in McDonald Avenue? I never been to McDonald Avenue. Holy fuck, look at your eye. What the fuck did they do? Did you call the police? Anybody else see what happened? Yo, Jamal, relax, man. You're not the only person in here. You're in a fucking hospital. Lower your voice. Have some respect. What are you doing out here? I'm okay. I'm all right, man. Just sit the fuck down and be cool, yo. What are you doing out here? Say, yo, man, you crazy. You know that? It's not always all about you. You're fucking embarrassing me, yo. You're in a fucking hospital saying, how do you expect me to feel? What are you doing out here? All right, Jamal. Look, I never told you this, man. I've been going to this poetry workshop to get back into my writing. What the fuck are you talking? I'm looking at you with a fucking bandage across your face. Talking about fucking poetry workshop? I've been getting back into my writing. What? Saint goes to a poetry workshop in fucking Bensonhurst? Seriously? What are you, nuts? Fucking insane. You know that's crazy. So fucking stupid. You deserve to get your ass kicked if that's what happened. Matter of fact, so fucking stupid. It's actually kind of funny. It's not in Bensonhurst, man. Why don't you stop laughing? Shut the fuck up and let me tell you what happened. I'm all ears. Anyway, back in school, after you got picked to read your poem at graduation, oh, Jesus, still harping on that shit? Yeah, man. After you got picked to read your poem at graduation, I put mine away, even though it was already better than yours. I never finished that shit, so it became my unfinished masterpiece or whatever. So I've been wanting to get back into it, so I've been talking to this girl at my job who I'm kind of friendly with, and she told me about this workshop that she goes to, so I decided to go. So I've been working on it over there. It's over by downtown, over by Flatbush. And so anyway, then she invited me to this party out in Bensonhurst where she lives at, because as it turns out, her brother was in my platoon in Desert Storm, which is a long-ass story. I'm not going to get into it. But anyway, when we realized that, she invited me. So, you know, I was going to go out there and surprise his ass. His brother was this, you know, Saint, is there a fucking ending to this story? I'm getting there, okay? Anyway, her brother was a cool dude, man. I was going to go out there and surprise him. So anyway, I got out that way, right? I can't find this place, man. I'm like walking back and forth under the tracks and shit. And so anyway, I seen these people in this car, so I decided to see if maybe they knew where this place was. So I walked over there, I knocked on the window, they didn't hear me. So I knocked again, still. Seemed like they didn't hear me. So I knocked one last time, and then all of a sudden this big motherfucker gets out the car, like yelling and screaming, going all crazy and shit. Like he was all offended and shit that I was even talking to him. It was bugged, yo. Like I had no right to even ask him a question. He was like, did I ask you to talk to me? Did I ask you to put your hands on my car? And then he stepped to me, so I pushed his ass away, man. But then this other motherfucker got out the car, man. Next thing you know, I'm like laying on the ground looking up at this cop. He's asking me if I'm okay, and he says to me, what the fuck you doing out here anyway, boy? And I'm fucking bleeding all over the place. My fucking eyes in a cup with this paramedic, and people are standing over me telling me not to move and be calm, and I'm fucking scared, yo, like, can't see shit out that eye. And so anyway, doctor said, like, I'm probably gonna lose the vision in this eye, but like, they could put it back in, you know, maybe give me a glass eye, some shit like that, but it just, you know, so, it ain't gonna look so bad, but it just ain't gonna work right no more, you know, so. Yeah, man, it was like that. But you know what? Thank God I'm alive, right, Jamal? Could have been worse, man. I'm actually grateful. But you're right about one thing, Jamal. I definitely ain't going back to fucking Bensonhurst. I said, what the fuck? Are you kidding me, Saint? Like, are you telling me you can't even, like, ask for directions when you're, like, you can't even, you need a right or permission or some shit? Like you can't even talk to people when you need help? Like what? That is some straight up fucking bullshit, yo. Saint is like this beautiful dark chocolate lightning rod, sweet as it could be, but the storm always seems to find him. It's always been like that for as long as I can remember. It don't make sense. It's fucked up. Man, how much can a motherfucker take? Yo, Jamal, man. Look, man, don't tell my moms. She's been through enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to worry her, nothing like that. Like, just don't say, all right, whatever, I'm not going to say anything, Saint, okay? All right, man, yeah. Just fucking glad you're okay, man. You know, I'm sorry. What the fuck you sorry for? Why does everything always have to have something to do with you? I didn't say anything to do with me. Well, what, you apologizing for the whole world all the time or what? My name's Jamal. I'm sorry for the whole fucking planet Earth. Whatever, man. Whatever, Jamal, I'm just fucking with you, man. Yo, Jamal, you remember that poem? Oh, yeah, the poem that nobody's ever gonna hear? Fuck you, Jamal. Can I read this shit to you, man? Like, it ain't finished or nothing like that. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, whatever, man. But look, there's a lot of shit in here about me I want you to know. It's, like, really important, man. I know I never got to even show it to you, but, like, it's important. So, can I? Oh, my God, Sadie, you okay? Jamal called, told me what happened. I got here as fast as I could. I went right over to your apartment. I told your mother. Esther told his mom. But yo, whatever. You know what? This is like this beautiful triangle connecting us to St. Jamal. You know, the kind that makes music. the most delicate part of a symphony, and life is writing songs inside of it, and all the complexities that come with that life and time and movement, this magnificent movement, which means it's constantly changing shape. And so this triangle of life could sometimes become a square, which now has four sides, kind of like a rhombus or a trapezoid, and it can stretch and pull, and it can even become a circle, and it can turn and spin and sit sideways, or get all upside down, and it moves like a wheel through time, and it rolls, and it waits for nobody, and nothing. It's all unpredictable, and life just keeps going, and things just keep happening, and time just keeps moving. And so it's 2 years later. Esther is 32 years old, an attorney. That's right, she made it. But she also happens to be in the midst of this sexual harassment situation at her job that she's trying to explain to Jamal over dinner at their favorite little restaurant called Manducati's out there in Long Island City, Queens. Sometimes you gotta go to Queens, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand. What's not to understand, Jamal? He's basically accusing me of sexual harassment. But he can't even do that. Look, I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, look, you're not gonna understand. You're Mr. fucking self-righteous. You have no idea what it's like for me. You can never possibly understand. Try me. Forget it, Jamal. Come on, Esther. All right, look, all I ever wanted was to be an attorney, right? Right, and so there's a lot I have to deal with that you can never possibly understand. What couldn't I possibly understand? See, I heard in your voice right now, you're being a fucking asshole. You know what? Other than the fact that you don't even sound like yourself anymore, what couldn't I possibly understand? What's that supposed to mean, Jamal? What it means, I don't know what's going on with you lately. It's like you sound like this other person. It's like you don't even talk like you anymore. It's like I don't even know you. It's like I listen and I think, who the fuck is this girl? Like, where the fuck does she come from? She definitely didn't come from my neighborhood. You're definitely not the girl I grew up with. Seriously, Jamal? You're making me really want to share this with you now. Like, who the fuck am I? And where the fuck did I come from? This is coming from you? Fucking white boy named Jamal? Let's make this all about my fucking name. Well, you seem to think it's all about the way I fucking talk. You know what? Just tell me. I don't want to talk about it now, Jamal. Just fucking Christ. See? You're not going to listen to me. You're just going to judge me. Why would you think that? And why do you think it's so hard for me to understand? Because everything in your life comes so easy for you. What does that even have to do with it? You know what, Jamal? I don't want to have to explain this to you, okay? If you don't get it, you don't get it. Whatever. Esther, look at me. It's me. This is us. I love you. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's not all that deep, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure we get through it. Just tell me what happened. Come on, I love you. Okay, look, first of all, how about the fact that I've only seen 2 other women of color in the courtroom since I've been doing this, and maybe 10 other women of any color, period. Okay, and then there's every man that I meet who's an attorney flirting with me all the time. It's always there, always beneath the surface, unless it's completely blatant, which is often, but it's always there, even with judges, even with clients, even with my boss. Your fucking boss? Of course, Jamal, he's a man. What do you expect? And this shit is all about relationships, right? And so first of all, I get hired right out of law school, which is amazing, but it's also kind of weird because I also know it's partially due to the fact that I'm a woman and a woman of color. I mean, I was literally told that. My boss told me that shit. Imagine hearing that, Jamal. I graduated 4th in my class from Brooklyn Law, something I'm very proud of, and so affirmative action, seriously? I mean, obviously I'm grateful that even exists, but I don't need that shit. It's fucked up. It makes me feel like, do I even deserve this job? And then once I get hired, I get jumped right over 3 other women who had been in my office for 2 years before I even got there because my boss told me I was special, and I believed that, Jamal. And you know what? We seem to have so much in common. He was this prominent civil rights attorney. I was so impressed with this man. Maybe I was a little starstruck or whatever, and we seemed to really hit it off. It was like we were finishing each other's sentences, and we got really close, and I liked him a lot, and he liked me, and whoa. What kind of liked and how close? You know what, Jamal? Why can't you just listen to me before it changes? Why does everything always have to have something to do with you? I didn't say it had anything to do with me, okay? And I'm definitely fucking listening to you. What happened then? What happened then? Okay, he started to come on to me a little bit. I mean, it was nothing serious, it was just fun, it was nothing real, so I just let it go. Oh, just fun, like nothing real. It was nothing serious, Jamal. And to be honest with you, I kind of liked it. It was really nothing, and I told him there was never going to be anything between us, that it was just fun, and of course he knew about you, and you know what? He was also supporting all these outside projects of mine, giving me money and lending his name to the projects, and so everything seemed fine to me. But then, yeah, I guess I started to feel a little strange. Yeah, I bet, whatever, Jamal. And so when I started to really feel strange, I decided to back off a little bit, but I wasn't sure how to do that, what was the right way, and obviously he felt me backing off, but even though he seemed cool with that for a few days, I mean, I don't know, something changed, he started to become a little bit more aggressive, and I became really uncomfortable with that, and so I told him, stay away from me, like not to come close to me anymore. Whoa, is he fucking touching you? Just little stuff, just office shit, just like touching arms and hugging, and I don't know, he tried to kiss me a few times, but we never really kissed. What the fuck does that mean, you never really kissed? Don't be an asshole, Jamal. Do I have to act out the whole fucking thing for you? Well, that would be fucking awesome, because you definitely haven't been kissing on me lately. Fuck you, Jamal, this is not about you. Okay, you know what? Excuse me if this is a little fucking difficult to hear, okay? You're my fucking girlfriend. Like the woman I'm in love with, like the person I'm in a relationship with. I mean, excuse me for not being Mr. fucking Evolution, okay? I'm sorry. All right, Jamal, I don't want to scream at you either. Yeah. What happened then? He got really upset and he flipped. Flipped like what? Like he completely bugged out, like accused me of using him and manipulating him just to get ahead and just yelling and screaming, just being really fucked up, like verbally abusive. And then he started pulling projects for me and saying horrible things about me to other people in our circle. I mean, he was really trying to hurt me, Jamal. And so finally I decided to stand up for myself. So I told him to stop talking to me like that, stop being an asshole, stay the fuck away from me, stop fucking harassing me. Whoa. You said all that shit to him? We had this big fight in front of everyone else in the office, and the next thing I know, I'm fired. I go in the next morning, my desk is completely empty, and I'm served. Yeah, what, he served you fucking breakfast? Whatever, Jamal. He filed an injunction against me. The fuck does that mean? It's the equivalent of being sued for sexual harassment. He's basically saying that he had to fire me because he felt uncomfortable with me. He's just covering his own ass. By the way, he was married too, right? Oh yeah, he had 2 children too. Oh, you knew all of that, right? Oh yeah. I mean, you know what? But the more I think about this man, Jamal, the more I can't with that man. It's like the way he flipped on me like that, and you know, like the type of asshole, like the level of asshole. Say something, Jamal. I mean, it just sounds like he's not the only asshole. Excuse me? I'm just saying. I'm just being honest with you, Esther. Just sounds like you played a role in this too. Okay, well, I did play a role in this too, Jamal, but that's because that's the only way it works for me. It's not the only way it works for you. It is the only way it works for me. It's fucking bull. That's a cop-out. Oh, yeah? Well, what the fuck do you know about how anything works in the real, Jamal? You've never had to deal with anybody or anything for your whole life, had everything handed to you on a fucking silver platter since the day that you were born, fucking white boy named Jamal. Now you're not just being an asshole. Now you're being a fucking racist asshole. Fuck you, Jamal. Whatever, yo. Take your fucking bullshit out of me. Why don't you stop with your fucking yo already, Jamal? Who the fuck do you think you are? Oh, what the fuck? You can't even support me in this? Do you have any idea how hard I've worked to get to this point in my life, Jamal? What the fuck is wrong with you? Can you even comprehend what it's like to be a woman and a civil rights attorney? Do I have to explain the complexities of that notion to you? That I'm living in a world that is still questioning whether or not I even have a right to decide what to do with my own body? I dedicate my life to this shit, Jamal. I'm doing this for you and for the whole world. It's not even for me. I wanted to change the world, Jamal. Can you understand that? Are you large enough to get that? Are you even on that level? You know what, Jamal? I want to go. Sit down. Don't tell me to sit down. Look, why don't you just relax? Don't tell me to relax. Whoa. Esther is fucking broken, yo. I mean, her whole world is crumbling. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, yo, Esther, she's like when you're on the edge of that cliff and your toes and there's dirt and pebbles fall and that sound that makes your heart beat fast and there's water and rocks and you look down, you see this body of work that is like your last most human emotion that is so overwhelming that you just imagine that you just might lose that shit forever. And so you just step off like you're floating, like you're 3 years old. Like your mother's holding you in your father's arms and you just can't remember any of that dream and it's so cold and it's dark and you're blind and you shake like you're sick and there's blood and no air. There's no air. You can't breathe. You can't breathe. You can't breathe. So you just let go. And time moves. Sometimes really, really slow. Like on a long-ass fucking train ride back to Bed-Stuy that same night. Where you going with that suitcase? I don't know, Jamal. What are you talking about? Where are you going? Forget it, Jamal, I'm leaving. The fuck are you talking about? Let go of me, Jamal. I'm not gonna let go of you till you tell me where you're going. Let go of me, Jamal. I'm not gonna let go of me, Jamal. What the fuck are you doing? Yo, what are you doing? Esther, stop. Look at me, Jamal. What the fuck are you doing? Look at me. Look at me. Yo, I'm fucking bleeding, okay? Get the fuck, just tell me what you see, Jamal. I see a fucking bloody nose. I'm about to push your ass. What do you see, Jamal? Esther, what the fuck? Just tell me you know what? Esther, stop it. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong? What the fuck are you, like, what do you even talk, Jamal? Relax. You telling me to fucking relax? You gotta throw me against the fucking door? What the hell are you doing? Yo, where you going? Hold up, Esther. Whoa. You asked me a question. Let me answer the question. What do I see? I'm looking right at you. Right in your face, directly into your fucking eyes. And you know what I see? Nothing. That's what I see. Zero, empty, nada, nothing. Look, I gotta go, Jamal. Do me a favor, tell Saint I said goodbye and tell him that I love him. But please don't tell him about any of this, any of that story, nothing. I don't, look, Esther, stop it, Jamal. I gotta go. Don't tell Saint. I love you. Yeah, you love me like your father loved you and your mother. Excuse me? I'm just saying. Just go walk out the door like your father did to you and your mom. That's love, right? I mean, it's how families do things. Whatever, Jamal. Besides, I mean, you're going to leave eventually anyway, right? I mean, be keeping your fucking arm's distance since we met. What are you talking about, Jamal? What am I talking about? You couldn't see yourself staying with somebody like me, right? What are you talking about, Jamal? What am I talking? Who the fuck am I, Esther? Fucking white boy named Jamal, the fucking racist bullshit. Jamal, that's what I'm talking about. You couldn't see yourself staying with somebody who looks like me. Isn't that what it's all about? Seriously, Jamal? You love that name, and now suddenly it's racist? And no, that's not what this is all about. And you know what? I'm not even going to dignify some ridiculous shit like that. Of course you're not going to dignify us, so you're not going to deal with it at all. You're just going to walk out the door because that's what you do. Because that's who you are. Oh, and I couldn't possibly understand some shit like that. Not me, not fucking white boy named Jamal. This is not easy for me, Jamal. It seems easy for you, Jamal. Please, well, you know what? I don't understand what you're doing, Esther. I mean, you come home, you tell me this crazy fucking story about your job or whatever. Now you're gonna throw your entire life away because of some dumbass like your boss? Like, seriously? You don't understand, Jamal. I don't understand. What did I do? You didn't do anything, Jamal, okay? You didn't do anything. Well, then what the fuck? Jesus fucking Christ, Jamal. Don't you understand that this is not about you? There are a lot of things in life that are never gonna make any sense to you at all, Jamal. That's just the way it is. Things that also, by the way, might actually have absolutely nothing to do with you. Is that so hard for you to believe? You can't always know everything, Jamal. I know you like to think that you can, but you can't. Sorry to tell you. Okay, Esther, look. So, you know what, Jamal? Esther, come on. I'm leaving. Okay, wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up. I get it. You're leaving, okay? Hold up. Where are you going? I don't know. Come on, Esther. Jamal, please, Esther. Are you seriously going to walk out the door? Like after fucking 17 years? Like we don't need anything to you? Like I'm nothing to you? I'm nothing? Very funny, Jamal. You're not nothing. Look, I was angry when I said that before, okay? I'm sorry. You know how much I love you. You're my whole fucking world. I mean, come on, Esther. Look, Jamal, I gotta go. I don't want you to go. Look, let me answer the question again. Come on, Jamal. No. What do I see? I see the most beautiful girl in Brooklyn. I see the most beautiful girl in the world beyond Brooklyn and the woman I'm in love with. I see the woman I want to have a family with, Esther. I mean, what are you doing? Come on, Jamal, please stop. Look, you know what? I see everything when come on, Jamal, stop. You're everything. Jamal, you know what? I may be everything. I might look like everything to you, but the problem, Jamal, is that I feel like nothing to me. Look, Jamal, I gotta go, okay? I'm sorry. I love you. What the fuck are you talking about? Esther's gone. Look, man, I don't know. She just packed up her shit and she left. It's like she didn't even say anything. She just, you know what? She told me she loved me. She had to go. It was weird. She told me to, like, move on. She had to just go away. What, you had some kind of fight or some shit? No, not really. I mean, she didn't even explain it to me. She just walked, just bounced. Like there was nothing to say. Like she just, you know, she told me she wanted to start over. She just couldn't be here anymore. I don't understand what you're saying, man. Where the fuck is that girl? I just told you, Saint. I don't know. Well, I feel like you're not telling me something. Like, why don't you try to stop her? I did try to stop her, Saint. I didn't even know what the fuck she was talking about. What is that supposed to do? Look, she said say goodbye. She says she loves you. I'm sorry. It's my fucking girlfriend, Saint. I'm fucked up off of this shit. All right, I'm sorry, Jamal. Time moves, and life just keeps going, and things just keep happening. So it's about a year later, and so much can happen in a year, in a moment, in a second, in a split second. I mean, that's life, you know what I mean? Just when you think you know, you don't know shit, and loss is inevitable. Oh my God, is that the death certificate? Yo, man, this shit says my mom's died of natural causes. My mother died of pancreatic cancer, Jamal. What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't even know she was sick. I thought she died of nothing in her sleep. Yeah, well, she didn't want you to know. I never said nothing, but so what happened? Well, my mom's, man, she hadn't been feeling well for a while, so One night when she was coming home walking from the train from work, she saw one of those trucks out in front of the projects giving free cancer screenings, so she walked in. 4 days later, she got a letter saying she was sick. I mean, she told me she walked in there to check her blood pressure, see if she had diabetes or whatever. And so problem was when she went to a doctor to follow up after she found that out, over at Woodhull, over on Broadway and Myrtle, or by Flushing over there, I guess she realized she wasn't going to be able to afford all the treatment she needed. The radiation, the chemo, the surgery, like, wasn't completely covered by her Medicaid. So, you know, I guess free screenings don't mean free treatment, whatever. So I guess she realized we're going to have to let that shit go. The fuck you talking about? Let it go? Yo, man. Me and my moms, man, we had this weird conversation one day, man. We were sitting on the couch, and like out the blue, man, like just out of the blue, she said to me, Saint, I'm going to live until I die. Said she had a good life, she had no complaints. She actually told me that her children were like the greatest joys in her life. And it was like, it was just fucking weird, man. I don't know what she was talking about because she never told me about the cancer. And whoa, wait. If she didn't tell you about the cancer, how'd you know about the radiation and the surgery and the Medicaid? Yo, Jamal, man. I couldn't believe, yo. I couldn't believe how strong my mother was, man. Like, imagine knowing you're going to die like that, knowing you can't do shit about it, man. So I told my mom, I would never leave, man. I would take care of her until she died, like she could count on me. That's why you never left your apartment. Yo, man, let me tell you something, Jamal. My mother, man, my mom, she been through a lot. More than you even know. I'm not gonna get into that shit or nothing like that, but like, I was never gonna leave my mom, ever. Never that. I get it, Saint. Anyway, check this out, Jamal. The real fucked up shit is this. When my mother got that letter that day, I got the mail. She read that shit right in front of me. I mean, but you know, it's like, she didn't tell me about the cancer or nothing, so I don't know. I mean, I guess I knew something wasn't right, but it just didn't seem like she wanted to talk about it, so I just let that shit go. But you know what's crazy, though? What's that? She told Esther about the cancer, and Esther, in her big-ass mouth, told me. She told me that my mom said, like, you know, I don't want to worry, saying he's been through enough. I don't want to burden him, nothing like that. But, like, I guess Esther just thought I should know. She just made me promise not to tell my mother that I knew or that she told me, nothing like that. So I just took care of the best I could, man. That was it, you know? I'm really fucking sorry, Saint. Yo, man, you know what? Jamal, I can't believe Esther doesn't know that my mom's is gone. She loved my mom, man. My mom's loved her. She should know. She would want to know, man. What the fuck is that girl, yo? Time moves. And 4 more months, step and shift. 4 more months. What the fuck are you reading, Saint? We're gonna be late. Come on, we gotta go. Wait, give me that. Dear Mr. Owens, sorry for your loss. Oh, shit, here. Take it, Jamal. Well, no, you took it, now fucking read it. All right, I'll read it. Dear Mr. Owens, sorry for your loss. This is to inform you that now that you are the sole tenant in your 2-bedroom unit, and combined with your level of income, you must vacate the premises within 30 days of this notice. The city has provided you with a studio apartment in the Sumner houses on Marcus Garvey Boulevard for the equivalent amount of rent that you are paying now. You have 5 business days to respond to this notice in writing and notarize to let us know if you'll be moving into this new unit. Thank you and God bless you. The New York City fucking housing, are you fucking kidding me? They're making you leave the place you've been living in for your whole life because your mother died? Serious? In the fucking Sumner, like over by Marcy? It's fucking crazy, man. You cannot move over there, all right? 4 more months, push. 4 more months. Fuck happened to you, Saint? You ain't gonna believe this shit, Jamal. Well, stop laughing and tell me what happened. All right, man, look. First I had to move, right? Right. And then I get laid off from McDonald's, man. I am not taking these food stamps. I ain't doing that shit. My mom's never want. I can't. So I got this other job over at that little coffee shop over by Troop, working in the kitchen, man. So thank God my money's good. I can stay in school. All good, you know? So check this shit out, Jamal. The 2 Mexican dudes washing dishes, man, they got into this argument. Next thing you know, fists are flying, shit's being thrown all around. And then this one Jamaican motherfucker picks up this knife, starts to go after these dudes. So I try to stop him. But he tried to get past me, get to these dudes, man. When he pulled his arm away from my hand, he cut my finger really bad, like cut it off, like the shit was on the ground. But he kept going after these dudes. So obviously I had to stop him, right? So I got on top of this motherfucker, man. I'm like bleeding all over this dude, man. And this dude's on the ground screaming, no violence, no violence. I mean, the motherfucker with the knife is screaming, no violence. Anyway. Cops finally came, got that crazy motherfucker out of there, and then they took me and my finger over to Woodhull, but the doctor said it was too late, man. Couldn't sew my finger back on. So what the fuck, Jamal? My leg, my eye, now my finger. You believe this shit? I mean, you could not write this shit in a play and get motherfuckers to believe it, right? It's crazy. What the fuck, Jamal? You look like you've seen a motherfucking ghost. What the fuck is wrong with you, Saint? You think this shit is funny? This shit is not funny. Come on, Jamal. No, man. Come on, Jamal. You know, you just gotta laugh at you. You gotta laugh at you. No, Saint. Come on, Jamal. Come on, man. No, man. You know what? I'm fucking sorry. My name is motherfucking Jamal. I'm sorry for the whole fucking planet Earth. Whatever, man. Besides, man, you should be happy for me. I should be happy for you? Yeah, man. You know what they say. What the fuck do they say, Saint? They say things happen in threes, so I should be good now. You're an asshole, Saint. You know what? Come on, Jamal. Look, man, Jamal. Thank God, man. Everybody's okay. Nobody really got hurt. The fuck are you talking about? You got hurt. Come on, Jamal, man. Look, man, Jamal, look at me. Jamal, thank God, man. Thank God. Thank God I got 2 jobs, a place to live, and I'm still in school. Life is good, Jamal. Life is good, yo. You know, you're pretty fucking amazing. You know that, Saint? Come on, man. I'm just like anybody else. You're definitely not like anybody else. I'm just like you, Jamal. Not even true. You're right. I'm much better than you. Fuck you, Saint. I love you too, Jamal. I do, man. Time moves. It's about a year later, and Jamal, who's living uptown now in an apartment his parents bought for him on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, and still making beats, still trying to get a record deal, actually turned down a record deal because the label said his music was too political and he wouldn't compromise that shit. You know Jamal, yo. Anyway, it's about a year later, Jamal's father got sick with cancer. He's been hospitalized up here in Washington Heights at Columbia Presbyterian, one of the best teaching hospitals in the world. Nothing but the best for Mr. Williams, and fortunately, his insurance paid for everything, although, I don't know, I mean, sometimes I kind of wonder if that's such a good thing or not, you know what I'm saying? Because, yo, what Jamal's dad's been going through, I wouldn't wish on anybody. It's been kind of brutal, to be honest. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're doing everything they could do for him. You know, they give him chemo, radiation, all that kind of stuff, but yo, Mr. Williams, yo, he's lost 100 pounds since he got to this hospital. Then he had a massive heart attack from one of the surgeries. Then he got 3rd-degree burns on his tongue and his throat from the radiation therapy. He's been mad sick from the chemo. He's being fed through a fucking stomach tube. I mean, his bones are breaking all over his body all the time from the radiation treatment. I mean, this man's been in so much pain. Then he wound up in a coma for 3 weeks for being over-medicated. And then finally and mercifully, all this bullshit just lasted 3 months. Mr. Williams died yesterday. Jamal lost his father, yo. Today was the most beautiful funeral. Everybody who was at graduation, at least those who are still alive from almost 18 years ago, came out here to honor Mr. Williams and Jamal. It was really beautiful. The whole community was out here. Really, really beautiful. And we breathed.